Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Andrew Warren, and in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the portfolio as always with another transparency update. So for those familiar with my channel, this is usually me talking about my gains or losses for today, and I do this about every single market day. And so fortunately today, we have nothing but green days. And also, in addition to this portfolio review, the breakdown, I will be discussing a recent huge purchase that I made on Tesla stock. And I kind of reorganized the portfolio just a little bit more today, as you can see. If you're familiar with my previous positions, you know that some of the positions have changed regarding both Tesla stock and Microsoft stock. So some of these positions and shares have been redistributed to other stocks. So I'll get into that in just a minute. But as always, if you all enjoy these transparency updates, please make sure to smash that like button. It really does help me out. But just getting into the portfolio for today, as you can see, we got around a 5% gain at plus 4.98% or plus $6,765.61. And then in the after hours, we are currently just slightly in the negative at minus 0.44% or minus $628.15. And so the total portfolio value is at an all-time high today of $141,942.93. So this has been the ideal stock market day for me so far. As you can see, it pretty much just started out on the normal market hours in the positive at plus 0.99% and then continued to incline until pretty much the end of the day, where the end of the day was actually all-time highs. So that's about as good as it gets when it comes to a stock market day. One where you start off at the lowest progress point of the day, but it's still in the green, like I said, at plus 0.99%, and then ending the day on the highest point in which it continues to incline throughout the rest of the day. So this is one of those ideal stock market days that I love to see, and a lot of this is thanks to Tesla stock. As you can see, if we look over at the side of the major positions that I own, that includes Tesla, Microsoft, and Apple. The rest of these two are just free stocks. So Tesla is up 5.86%, Microsoft is up 2%, Apple is up 1.20%. So obviously every single stock in the portfolio performed well. We at least got 1.20% gains and above for the major stocks that I own. But still, where we're seeing a lot of this progress happening is because of Tesla stock. And that's because it went on an absolute tear once again. We had another surge today. And for a lot of us out there, there's some people questioning, why is this happening? Why is Tesla stock continuing to skyrocket? And the shortest succinct explanation that I have for this is simply because of the fact that people are excited about this stock split. They understand that Tesla is the future. They realize that this EV transition is happening. People will be transitioning from internal combustion engine vehicles to electric vehicles. That's just a matter of time of how long it's going to take to happen. It's going to happen. So yes, there are some people on the sidelines. As always, it usually seems to be the case with Tesla, with some people being on the sidelines, just questioning everything instead of getting in on the stock. They're like, why is it going up so much? This doesn't make sense. Your typical statements like that. But I think, like I said, the reason we're seeing this grow so much again today is because of people excited about this stock split, and it's just many other factors combined for the perfect storm, in my opinion. You have potential S&P 500 inclusion, Battery Investor Day, and you also have the stock split, which is going to happen in just a few days, and then start trading on a split adjusted basis on Monday. So I believe the split actually occurs in after hours of Friday, but it starts trading on that new basis on Monday. So people are obviously excited about this split, and clearly from the movement today, people are forward looking on this event, and investors are buying it right now because they believe after the split it could open up a whole new market for investors that have always wanted to get in on Tesla and finally will now have the chance after the split. So this is huge news to a lot of people, although technically if you think about what a stock split does, it doesn't change anything about the company fundamentally. It neither adds or takes away tangible value from the company, but the upside of that is that it just simply provides more access to investors that may not be the biggest investors ever, that just simply don't have $2,000, $2,200 to drop on a share price of Tesla, but there's still a lot of investors that even I know personally that would love to get in on Tesla if it was just more affordable. You have to think about the middle class and how this is relevant here, because with the middle class, if you have a house payment, different bills, and then you have kids as well, especially as an individual, after all of those expenses, it's going to be pretty difficult to come up with $2,000 to put into Tesla. However, $400 or $430 is a lot cheaper in comparison, and that's a little bit reasonable. That's not as difficult to come up with than coming up with $2,000 on the spot and saving saving up until that $2,000 number and not being tempted to spend it on something else before you get the amount to buy a full share. And that applies to below the middle class as well, lower middle class, and then just simply lower class. And the lower the class, it becomes much more difficult. But as we know, retail investors have been ruling the market recently, with so many of us buying the dip and being in tune with the market and being bullish, whereas a lot of institutional investors have missed out on this most recent run-up. So right now, at least, it seems like the middle class, lower middle class, and lower class, and maybe even some of the upper class as well, us retail investors are winning right now. So we do have a big role in the market at this point. There seems to be a huge transition where retail investors are getting into the stock market more than ever. At least that's what it seems like. So I think people are starting to realize this as time goes on, and people are buying before this split actually occurs. So anyways, that's kind of why I think we saw this most recent movement, because people are looking for some potential after the split happening for more growth, because of so many people having the opportunity to finally get in on Tesla when they might not have had that opportunity previously. So just getting into my most recent move today, which was me spending around $11,000 on Tesla stock. First off, I'm going to go ahead and show you the receipts just for proof as always. So the exact number I spent is $10,629.40. So just to round it off, about $11,000. That is 5 shares at a share price of $2,125.88. And I made this purchase at 2:59 p.m. So just about 5 hours ago today. And as it says right here, I made a pretty significant purchase of around $11,000. That's 5 shares of Tesla. So 5 shares of Tesla nowadays is actually a pretty big amount of money if you think about the share price. So just to address where I got the money for this purchase, of course, this isn't new additional money being added to my portfolio, but it was taken from another position that I have in my portfolio, and that was from Microsoft stock. And one thing that I really want to address with this video is that just because I sold some of my position in Microsoft stock doesn't mean that something fundamentally has changed for me about Microsoft. It's simply because I see so much opportunity with Tesla right now. I feel like I would be crazy not to try to get some money from somewhere else and put it into this opportunity. Now, I know some people may hear what I just said and think, Tesla has already run up so much, this is super risky. And I understand that there's some risk here, but if I'm going to put more money into a stock right now, if I just got $10,000 out of nowhere and not from a position selling in my portfolio, I know that I would put it in Tesla stock. That's where I would put it without even any other consideration, because I'm really bullish on this stock over the long term, especially these next 10 years. So you all know that I'm a big fan of Microsoft stock. You have the potential TikTok deal coming up as well. And in the later quarters of the year, like in the fall and in the winter, Microsoft does seem to do pretty well. As you can see, there is a flat moment on Microsoft up until it gets to this like November date. But once it hits November, you have a huge surge. So like in the past, over this past year, just in 2019, we saw some big surges in the winter months and near the fall months as well. So I feel like that could still happen with Microsoft this year, and I know that this stock could run up, especially if the TikTok deal happens, and I see this stock is still growing a lot in the future, but I just see a huge opportunity with Tesla where I'm almost more confident putting more money into Tesla than I would be having it in Microsoft. I feel like there's more potential for gains, even though I feel like Microsoft is very reasonably priced. I feel like there's so much going on with Tesla right now, so much positive news, and that this is pretty much the next Amazon, and I don't think it's too late to get in on Tesla, even at this price tag. If you are a long-term investor, I think Tesla will become one of the biggest companies in the world. It's going to change the world, in my opinion. All of our lifestyles and the way that we deal with society right now is going to be different just a few years from now. Once we have full self-driving technology developed and people don't actually have to physically drive cars, that completely changes your lifestyle. Because if you really think about how much time people spend driving every day, just think about all that time and consider it to where if it was automated for you, the other things that you could be doing, how you could be much more productive. And then of course the opportunities with enabling a full self-driving Tesla vehicle as part of the robo-taxi service, in which you can make passive income from that. And as we know, passive income is huge. Making money while you sleep and really not having to engage in any effort is absolutely huge. And passive income is one of the biggest ways that people can get out of the lower and the middle class and start becoming more wealthy over time as they're able to grow that money as passive income. And that changes generations in the future. So I think Tesla is 100% going to have a multi-generational impact and we're going to see that reflect in the share price as well over time. And that's why I'm putting some of this money from Microsoft into Tesla. Like I said, nothing fundamentally has changed for me for Microsoft, and I realize this stock has been growing and is almost near an all-time high. Today it hit an all-time high for Microsoft, I believe. So I understand, especially over these next couple of months, we could actually see some pretty significant growth out of Microsoft, but I just have a ton of confidence in Tesla. And even if it ends up being some disappointing growth, if that's the worst case scenario and we don't see a lot of movement out of Tesla in the future over these next couple of months, I'm okay with that, because I know the long-term vision on Tesla, it is going to continue to grow and scale their business, which leads to an increase in stock price as well, if they are able to continue beating analysts' expectations and things along those lines. So like I said, Microsoft is still a great stock. I have nothing against it. That's why I still have a minor position in it. I still have like a $10,000 investment, but I just felt like putting another $10,000 from Microsoft into Tesla is a pretty solid opportunity for me to make some reasonable money. And I did sell Microsoft kind of near this dip right here, I believe, like at this 235, 240 marker. We can actually check the date on that receipt. So it says 259, so I'm assuming it was sometime near this dip. So at 259, that's probably, yeah, so it was at one of the lower points of the day. So I've actually already made money off of these shares from when I sold Microsoft and put it into Tesla. So that's kind of my logic and all of my thinking with this whole situation. Like I said, nothing against Microsoft stock, but I am concentrating a lot of my wealth into Tesla because I see some opportunities here. I have a lot of conviction, and I believe that this company will grow a lot in the future. And so that's why I kind of reorganize my portfolio a little bit. Usually there's only rare occasions where I'll reorganize my portfolio. Keep in mind, it's not like I'm scared of the stock market right now. I didn't sell off Microsoft and then just put the cash in my bank account. I'm putting it into another stock that I think will grow my money significantly and one that I have a lot of confidence in. So it's more about me seeing a window of opportunity here than me just saying I've lost all faith in Microsoft, which is just not the case. I just see a lot of potential for growth even for Tesla at this point in time. Even at this time where people are saying it's way too overpriced and things like that, I still see opportunity, because if we're hearing all of these people doubt this stock at this moment, that's kind of like the testament to the fact that you realize that not everybody is on board with Tesla. Meaning, if there's still a lot of people doubting this company and this stock, then that's opportunity for someone that believes in it to get in on it before pretty much everybody realizes, okay, this company is dominating. It just makes sense now. So I just wanted to share my logic on that most recent purchase and addressing the today's return for Tesla. We are at plus 5.34%, or plus $5,562.35. And then for the total return, we are at plus 71.18%, or plus $45,646.26. And next up, we have Microsoft stock. Like I said, this one I believe did hit all-time highs today, so that's definitely a big deal. And so it's at plus 2% today, 2% even, and that is plus $194.85. And then for the total return, we are at plus 28.83%, or plus $2,223.53. So keep in mind, I did sell Microsoft at like a 30% gain today, a 29% gain almost. So I've already made 29% on Microsoft, and then I'm putting it into another stock that I think there's more opportunity for growth on, which I believe the same applies to Microsoft, but I really think there's big potential here with Tesla. And then Apple stock as well, I'm at a plus 1.20% gain today. That's a plus $252 gain. And for the total return, we are at plus 76.71%, or plus $9,212.52. So a great day for Apple as well. We aren't exactly at an all-time high because we did have this day on August 24th, but still, this has been a big day for Apple as well. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to smash that like button, and also feel free to check out Robinhood and Webull in the description below. If you sign up with my referral link, you'll get some free stocks, and especially with Webull right now, if you use my link and deposit $100, you'll get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400. So that's nice passive income, and you can withdraw that $100 back out as well. So it's basically just free money. But hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.